Right then, I hope you enjoyed the story, and the moral of the story is that content is very important and your data is also very important. Right then, moving on, let's move on to the second part, and the marketing budget defined for this year is $3.6 million. The marketing channels currently used are webinars, SEO, content sharing, paid ads, and email marketing. Let's have a look at the yearly cost for the last year and the estimated cost for this year for the current marketing channels that ABC Incorporated is using. The yearly cost for webinars for the last year is $600,000, but I aim to bring this down to $400,000 for the next year. Then we have content development and sharing. This is $400,000 for the last year, and this goes up because I'm gonna add a few more content clips in here which would make the cost swell a little, but you'll see why. Then we have the SEO, which is $800,000. I aim to bring it down to $400,000. Paid ads, again $900,000. This comes down to $300,000. Events, $900,000. This comes down to $600,000. And as I move through the presentation, you'll see why these costs are increasing or decreasing for this year. Let us come to the content sharing bit of the current campaign. Videos are an important part of any marketing strategy, and you need to make sure that your videos are out there. The complete webinars should only feature on ABC Incorporated's website. I would suggest sharing only introductions of webinars on major content sharing platforms like Tout, Facebook, and Quora. However, the older webinars, the ones up to 2 months back, can well be shared on YouTube, the complete webinars that is. Not sharing the complete webinars on all the channels helps improve the company's image. It gives a certain class to the ABC Incorporated website. It is just the internet psychology that quality doesn't come that easy. Then of course it helps you get more hits on the website, which is good when it comes to improving the page rank and the traffic to the website. A recent article I read on Mashable said that newsletters proved to be very effective when it comes to winning repeat business, and so I have noticed myself. Sending out monthly newsletters is a great way to keep in touch with your clients. Educational content in the corporate world goes a long way, and so it is good to write newsletters that talk of something technical that essentially educates the user. Some other ways to better your content marketing channels are to add blogs around various industry themes and your own projects. Try out a WordPress site as well. Nothing serious about it. This should make for light reading, just to keep the witty segment of clients interested in what's going on in your organization. I also recommend posting around 30 articles on a monthly basis on subjects related to business intelligence and corporate BI training. These articles can be posted on various article marketing directories. This simply helps you increase awareness and get globally noticed. Similarly, write press releases and post them on paid PR sites that have a good traffic and good page rank. This too helps in improving visibility. Search engine optimization, abbreviated as SEO, is a very important part of any marketing campaign. You need to hire an in-house SEO team. Carry out a keyword research using Google AdWords and use these keywords in your video and article marketing efforts. Do this yourself. It will prove to be very effective because you know more about your business than anyone else. Run a PPC for keywords you're not ranking for, and you're all set to go. Let's have a look at the PPC campaign. The PPC strategy over here is to run PPC campaigns for keywords that ABC Incorporated is not ranking for currently, and also use SEO to rank for these very keywords. You have two sets of keywords. Let us identify them as set 1 and set 2. For example, let's just have a look at this Excel sheet. Over here you'll see the targeted keywords, the keywords that are currently being targeted, BI consultancy, BI consultants, and the rankings for those keywords, and the search volume of course. Now for the keywords that you're well ranking for, you do not need to run a PPC campaign. But for the ones that you're not ranking for, it is always a good idea to spend some money and try to get a better visibility for those keywords. Therefore, I suggest using a PPC campaign for the second set. In the first quarter, you can of course carry out your primary SEO for the first set of keywords which you're already ranking for. Keep doing that so that your ranks are, if not increasing, at least they're well maintained over there. For the second set, I recommend running a PPC campaign for the first quarter. Let's not take the budget way too high and keep it at $25,000. For quarter 2, you can have a PPC campaign running for the first set of keywords, well, it doesn't hurt really, and instead try to focus your SEO efforts on the second set of keywords, because you cannot keep running a PPC campaign on those forever. Now let me just talk a little more about additional content sharing. This is again about videos. You can always borrow templates from the internet or purchase templates from the internet and use them to your advantage and create videos out of it. For example, here's one template that I have currently used. These kinds of templates can easily be edited in Adobe After Effects, and they are very cost effective. $20 for this particular template, not that bad, huh? Right then, this brings us to the end of part 2, which was using the marketing channels currently in use to better your marketing efforts. Let us now move on to the third part of the campaign. Here's a brief look at some of the other marketing channels: trade shows, exhibits and boot camps, ebook writing and marketing, job portals, bidding portals, sponsorships and advertisements, establishing a presence in European countries and offer great customer service, partnerships with ERP and CRM implementation companies, and developing an iPhone app. Let us talk about trade shows and exhibits. Over here, I would recommend using meetup.com to your advantage. Ask your marketing executives to attend as many exhibits as they can and set up booths and conferences. Socializing again on public portals like Quora and Angel.co would help you increase service awareness. Schedule meetings with level C executives of Fortune 500. This is not very easy, but your portfolio, which already has a few Fortune 500 companies in it, would work in your advantage. Then of course you can manage your leads using Marketo, and make sure that you prepare an industry specific pitch. A pitch for a finance industry wouldn't be the same as the pitch for a marketing company. Moving on, we have advertisements. Make sure that your advertisements are posted on the right channels. Websites like Mashable, Betalist and TechCrunch, they might charge you a little extra, but your ads would get noticed, winning you a lot more traffic to your website. Print media, again, try to select magazines that are popular among the finance industry and the marketing professionals. Try posting your ads over there. This again might come at a certain cost, but it helps in improving your visibility. I recommend having 24 advertisements to feature on various advertising channels in the current year. These bidding portals, they help you establish an organic presence on the search engines. You know, when someone searches for BI services, your name might just feature on these particular bidding portals. It also helps you establish contact with more individuals and company outside the internet. Of course, when you're using these bidding portals, you would be preparing a lot of proposals, and these proposals will help you aid a lot of reusability. The best part about using these bidding portals is that your added costs are almost nothing and you get to know the kind of projects that are being posted in the market. Moving on, establishing a presence in European countries. This is not an yearly plan, but in the long run it would come in very handy, and you gotta start somewhere. It is recommended that you cold contact some European BI consultancies, hire business developers in Europe itself that can help you win business over there and help you get noticed. You can always try out some freelance business developers. Participate in boot camps and public speaking events in Europe. You might have to spend some money on it, but this can be very effective. This is actually very effective because public speaking events, if one of your guys is speaking publicly, it is bound to get you a lot more leads. Improving your customer service. If you're doing all this, you need to make sure that when someone calls you and asks you questions, you have the right resources to answer them. And therefore, you should outsource your inbound and outbound telemarketing to countries like India or maybe Philippines. Right then, when you're looking for partnerships, it is important to know what kind of partnerships you're looking at. You need to funnel your energy in the right direction. So to start with, you have startup mentors and advisors. These guys are the ones who help startups take their idea from concept to market, and these can be very effective because you can partner up with a number of startups. Then you have ERP and CRM implementation companies. These are always providing BI services as an added service. So make sure that you contact a lot of these companies. Why VCs? Because the current market trend is that VCs partner up with other companies and create a whole new organization where startups are funded and get technical resources to help them develop their products. This is where you come into picture. VCs want to make sure that the startups they funded are successful, and if you have a good name in the market, VCs would be happy to recommend your name to various startups. Then of course, partnering up with enterprises would help you win a lot of repeat business. Similarly, you can look to partner up with corporate training organizations as well. Right then, coming to the next section, we have ebook writing and marketing and iPhone application development and marketing. Ebooks are underrated but very effective. Therefore, I propose writing 2 ebooks on various BI related topics, 2 ebooks on fictional characters working in banking and BA firms. Ebooks to be marketed on online technology forums like Digital Points and Elegant.ly. iPhone app development and marketing. iPhone application offering help in various areas of BI would come in very handy. The idea behind engineering an iPhone application is to complement your webinars and improve visibility. The iPhone application allows the users to get help in various areas related to business intelligence. You can also run your own webinars on these applications for people who are always on the move and do not have a lot of time. iPhone applications as a marketing strategy is yet to emerge, but it's gonna be huge in the coming years, and therefore it's highly recommended to do this now. So now this table over here, it lists the current marketing channels, the new marketing channels, estimated cost, resources used, and the comments. Note that the sum total of the cost comes down to $3.2 million, which is less than our allotted budget of $3.6 million. The resources used in total are 20, but effectively 2 new resources have only been added. Right then, this brings us to the end of part 3, and we have successfully managed to reach all our marketing objectives. Now we come to the last section of the presentation, which is how to make it all more effective, how to make your marketing campaign more effective. And we'll stick to the basics. We'll use checklists, we'll use marketing tools, and we'll create a lot of database. Let's have a look at the kind of database that we need to make. First up, we have venture capitalists, potential partnerships, upcoming exhibits, trade shows, conferences. Take database from job boards, which is again very effective. Leads from trade shows and events, you can make a database out of this. Leads from email marketing and newsletter list, all those guys who subscribe to your newsletter. This whole database should be integrated with Marketo and Salesforce to help you monitor the results of your marketing campaigns. tools like Marketo are very effective when it comes to managing your leads and even analyzing your marketing campaigns. You can simply derive graphs and pie charts out of it, which can definitely help you better your next campaign. So make sure that you use tools like Marketo or Constant Contact to manage your leads and analyze your marketing campaigns. When we talk about the checklist, we have various kinds of checklists. Of course, you can keep adding to this list, but this is the kind of checklist that I follow currently. Communication with prospects, use of marketing automation tools for analysis of marketing campaigns, direct mail campaigns, planning an effective campaign, service strategy, strategic planning, quarterly analysis of marketing campaigns. And this is how these checklists look like. Let me just run you through some of these checklists, and here you'll see, for example, this is a checklist on direct mail campaigns, and the other checklist is on planning an effective campaign. Then you have another checklist for service strategy, another one for strategic planning, and so on. So these checklists come in very handy. Right, this was just a brief marketing plan, so I might have left out a lot of things, but just to let you know that when I prepare a detailed marketing plan, this is the kind of index that you see on your screen. And with this, we've come to the end of the presentation. I don't mean to bend your ear any further, so I'll just end it over here and say goodbye. Have a great day, see you around, and thanks a lot for watching. Thank you.